So I wanted to do a video about Folio because he's Hero of the Month, and this month is almost over. So if I want to do this video about for him, we should probably do it now before this month's over. So let's read his story stuff first. So Folio, what would happen if a tome of powerful spells attained sentience? You'd get the no less powerful Folio. He might prefer the quiet of the library to the chaos of battle, but an insatiable sense of curiosity drove him to join the ranks of the Guardians, and now, when the whole world sees what he's really capable of, no one will ever dare call him small ever again. So he's a mage. His main stat is intelligence. He fights the back line. Pretty typical stats. He does have decent magic penetration, decent magic attack, especially for somebody who doesn't have skins for either of those stats yet. So, do think he's pretty good that way. And then his ultimate ability is actually pretty good. Creates a blot above the center of the area where the enemy team is standing, which grows in size for 5 seconds. Depending on the channeling time, the blot deals up to 150% magic attack plus 13,100 damage. So notice that's 180k to his current power. It's quite a bit of damage. And it also does extra damage for every 100 points of difference in intelligence in favor of Folio for every enemy hit. So again, this is another max damage, so you could pretty much, like I said, so it doubles, like you could do pretty much double that damage. So you get like 360k damage out of it if you have like really high intelligence versus the enemy. And this plays with his Mind Stealer ability. For 15 seconds, he steals intelligence from the enemy at the highest intelligence. If the target doesn't have enough intelligence, something blocks his skill, it just does like 180k damage, that 150% magic attack. Again, he has really good magic attack scaling. So when you see his stats, he has 110 magic attack. Like, he gets really good scaling. Some heroes only get like 50% scaling from their abilities or whatever. He's getting 150%, so it's huge scaling. Then he gets these Inky Friends, which creates 2 copies in allies' ranks. Copies cannot move, has the same health, armor, magic defense as Folio's base, and will persist for 20 seconds. When a copy takes damage, a weaker version of Mind Stealer's effect is applied to enemies near the copy, stealing some of their intelligence, and it deals some damage. It's not nearly as much as like the actual Mind Stealer ability, but it's actually an interesting ability because it's, like I said, kind of creates like extra copies of stuff. And then the superior copies is passive skill. After duration in copies runs out, trades places in health, whichever copy had the most health left. If Folio has more health than his copies, he stays in place. So this gives Folio some survivability, even though he's kind of squishy, doesn't have a lot of life. This kind of lets him, get a pretty much a self-heal. And sometimes you will see fights where Folio dies and then he's back at full health again suddenly. That's because he took the place of a copy. So he is interesting. He just hasn't really found a place yet in the metagame. Which, too bad. I feel like this is one of those heroes who really has potential. Like, when he came out, I thought he was gonna make a bit more of an impact than he did. But sometimes it takes heroes a bit of time to find a place. Like, I always use Amira as an example because she's a great example here. Because for the first like 6 or so months after Amira's release, nobody was using her. She just kind of is like, well, that's cool. Like, so this is a lot of damage, but it's like, okay, but it's just like, eh. Like, this one, okay, but it's like, that's okay. You can host, like, maybe critters or something. There's this one, which pretty much meh. This only matters on healers. And again, this can also be blocked by, like, discerning and stuff. Wasn't that great? This only affects a couple of heroes. It pretty much was good against Anvari, but most strength heroes just don't care about this ability. So really, it's Desperate Fury is like the main thing. She's good against like some agility heroes. It's kind of counter hero, but it was just kind of like she just could not find a place in the metagame for a while. So it just, like I said, maybe Folio is just one of those heroes who's gonna need some time to shine. Time before he can shine. Now I can't find him. 20 heroes. There you go. Yeah, maybe he just needs time to shine before he shines. He only has 2 skins right now, intelligence and armor, so as he adds more, if they add more skins, he'll be more powerful. If they add a magic attack and a magic penetration skin, definitely become that much more powerful, especially this high magic attack scaling. His glyphs, magic penetration, magic attack, intelligence, all worth getting. Armor's pretty good. His health might actually be worth getting just because of the way his superior copy skill goes. They have the same health because the way that this works, so you might actually, this is again, they've kind of been trying to do a bit better, like trying to make, not so punishing to level up health on some of your heroes. So it might not be so bad to level up his health because of the way his superior copies work. I haven't done it yet. I always do it, like I said, you can always do it later. It's like I never, like, until I am sure, but like one thing to do is like if you max out everything but health, then you can use max power to test it with health to see which one does better. Like that is a way to do it because the max power testing will have that health maxed. But yeah, if we look at Ascension, is Ascension I actually have maxed here, or almost maxed, not quite maxed, but we have maxed outside of the. So we have the first 4 levels maxed. And he doesn't have an ability yet, so. Which is a shame. I think most characters need abilities, but yeah, magic penetration, magic attack. Yeah, mine's not quite maxed yet, but he's definitely gonna get there soon. Um, yeah, he gets quite a bit of magic penetration, magic attack from his stuff, so bit more room to add to these stats here. He has pretty good attack, magic penetration already, and he can get a lot better. Well, not a lot, but he could get a bit better here. Said his health's pretty low, so I said the health glyph might actually be worth leveling up. But yeah, let's just kind of use him in a couple lines here, because there were, like I said, because there was the brawls event earlier, and I felt like he wasn't too bad there. See, let's see if I can find a team. I like to go against actual teams when I can find them. Okay, here's a team. All right, so let's see here. Folio. Let's do a Mira. Do a Meiji team. Definitely want Sebastian. Alright, so. Let's try Aiden, sure. We'll have Aiden here, and then we will do Orion. Bit different, but tank with a Mira with Aiden backup actually works better than you think. Honestly, I could probably do a whole series of like odd teams. Some of you guys would probably watch if I did like regular videos about like unusual team strategies, like a Mira as tank or something. Well, like I had my Critter Mash team where I was using Krista's tank versus Ishmael. Come on, Folio. Look at that. Folio's the last alive. That's what I mean. The perfect copying. Oh, Lara got him. Lara's super good. But yeah, if we look at his stuff. No, no, no. I don't want to be shelved again. That's funny. That's funny. That's a funny thing. But yeah, look at that. Folio did just like 1.8 million damage. It's actually pretty good. Like, it's actually pretty good. Let's see. Let's see if we can find a line that'll actually win. Let's see. Let's try not a Mira tanking. Let's just try Aurora here with Aiden. So we have that here. We have Lyria here, so we can't use Kane on her, but we can. Where's Heidi? I'm gonna use Heidi. I can find Heidi. Too many people. There we go. Gosh. It's so hard. Alright. Nope. Yeah, said Heidi doesn't work that well in that kind of a line. Because you really need Heidi to like at least one more spot back. Third spot's not as good. But Aurora Heidi's actually a theme that can work. Let's go back to this line. We'll try something different though. We'll try this. We're just having fun here, you know? Like, so try some different themes. It's fun to try different themes once in a while. And where's Celeste? So wait, she just goes up front. Fine, Aiden it is. Alright, let's go. Yeah, just really the thing of Foley is just trying to find a team where he can actually work. Like he has, like said, there's a self-revive. But, we haven't found it yet. Like, it's just, if you can find the right line with him, I feel like he just can be super broken. Or like maybe not super broken, but like decent. Okay, where's Corvus? We're gonna try an actual tank. Or actually, wait. Mushi and Shroom. Where's Mushi and Shroom? Try this. They are cool. Do Celeste, and we'll do Orion again. Actually, we'll stick with Sebastian. Just because they're using Lara Croft. I guess you could do Chorus and then put like then someone else in. Oops. There you go. Okay. There you go. There you go. There's a win. Mushin Shroom. Okay, now we can look at some of these things here. But yeah, Folio 1.2 million damage. Like I said, he does quite a bit of damage. Like that's, I just feel like he has potential because his damage is pretty good. Look at what top damage in this fight. Okay, that one didn't go so well, but we had 281. Like I said, he does pretty good damage. Like he's not bad. Like then again, his self healing. Look at that top healing. Top healing. And so he does, his self healing does keep him alive quite a bit. So a lot of potential there. I just feel like he's a hero who just hasn't found the right team. But I feel like if he finds the right team, though, he could be really good. But we just haven't seen it yet. But yeah, if you're more interested in like a deeper dive on Folio, I did a pretty long video when he first came out. You can find that one down below. As always, thank you for watching.